the opponent out, and they've been successful with that. So we'll see the contrasting styles, who wins out here in this contest with the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Raiders.
We talked to their radio personality before the game, and he was asking me about our couple of 6-footers that we have in Cartwright and Trusty, and he said, "Are they your post players?" I said, "No, brother, that's our starting backcourt." I said, "And they're a big problem." So it's going to be a fantastic chess match today to see how Coach Clay Reeves maneuvers the troops today against a bigger inside game that the Nettleton Lady Raiders have. It should be a fantastic ball game and a good matchup, as all of them are going to be for the rest of this week and hopefully next week down at Hot Springs. So hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll come back here shortly and get you ready with the starting lineups. We'll be live on YouTube at Greenwood Sports Center and coming to you right here on the Sports Hog 103.5.
Thank you so much. Give yourself a big round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for some basketball. Introducing the starting lineup for the Nettleton Lady Raiders. Number 12, Gary James. Number 23, Kyla Williams.
A fantastic matchup. You know, these girls, Dustin Smith joining me, Mike's out here. These girls actually tied for second over in the East in the 5A, but there was a three-way tie. And through the tiebreakers, they ended up with the 4 seed. They were 21-6 overall, 9-5 conference record. And so a pretty good battle over in the East. There's a lot of parity on that side. So, I mean, in essence, we're getting the 2 seed, if you will, Doc Smith.
Yeah, and you know how tiebreakers are. And when you play a 14-game season or a conference season, then you'd think that would kind of, would flesh itself out. Right. But that didn't happen over there. And each other beating each other, I guess. And teams beating one another to keep them from securing those 2 seeds by themselves. So that being said, Nettleton is a quality opponent. Sure. And you think about who's over there on the on the East. Yeah. Marion, West Memphis, teams that were foes for Greenwood last year in their state tournament run.
Yes.
So these girls are battle tested. We'll see you tonight or to this afternoon, obviously. And again, I'll go back to my statement earlier when we were talking about contrasting styles. You can see it right now. The size advantage is strictly going to be in the hands of Nettleton. But one thing to think about, they've got to guard us.
Yep.
And so those girls are advantage inside in the post, but they're going to have to pick up somebody like a Brooklyn Woolsey or a Carly Sexton. They can't just sit there and guard Adriana with 2 people.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting, the chess match that's going to happen. And I know this, Nettleton's not really a threat from the outside. I say that right now, and it could come back to haunt me, but they've proven over the year that they're not one that can shoot from the outside consistently. So we'll see what happens.
Nettleton wins the tip. They're in their road black uniforms with gold numerals, gold trim, and they work from left to right here in the first half. And against this Lady Bulldogs 1-3-1. Usual suspects for Greenwood, Trusty, Cartwright, Russin, Sexton, and Woolsey. Loose ball, Russin with an early steal. Here comes Cartwright in the front court, right to left. Maddie crosses over down the right side of the lane. 5-footer, stop and pop, not there. Rebound cleared out by big 33, Mackenzie Williams. Here come the Lady Raiders. That's Kyla Williams. Back out on the floor is Kyra James, I beg your pardon. And she dribbled it on the baseline, did Kyla Williams. Turnover back to Greenwood. 2 trips, 2 turnovers, Doc.
Yeah, and you're going to see it. Greenwood's going to change up their defense, but Nettleton's going to make a conscious effort to try to put the ball inside, get the post players freed up. But again, on this defensive end is where I'm interested to see how they guard our guards.
Woolsey's got it on the left wing now, looking inside up top to Russin. Now to Trusty, right wing. Steps back over to Sexton in the right corner. 3-ball on the way. Off the window. Party time. Splash for Carlin Sexton.
And if you remember a year ago, Carly had a coming out party in the state tournament, if you remember.
Only basket of the day in the second round got us to the semifinals. You're exactly right. Here's some trap by Greenwood. They break it. James has it. Feeds down low to Big Williams. And up off the window is good for Mackenzie Williams. It's 3-2.
Yeah, and Greenwood's trying to push. Coach Reeves saying, get back and go.
Woolsey's got it now up top to Sexton. She'll leave it for Trusty. Trusty behind the back dribble. It's a man-to-man defense for Nettleton. Now Cartwright. She's cut off by their guard James. Over to Russin now. Adriana puts it on the deck, trying to work inside to Sexton. 3-ball, right pocket. Off the mark, long rebound. Couldn't get to it. It'll go to Nettleton.
Yeah, Sexton's going to have those opportunities over and over again because they're going to sag off of Adriana. So Adriana's going to become, in essence, a point guard, trying to be able to distribute the basketball to the open player. Adriana took it to the basket, took it to the lane that time, kicked it out to Sexton, and I bet Sexton gets that shot dialed in.
Across the timeline goes Williams. She'll give it to Butler from Nettleton. Now James. She'll dribble against this 1-3-1. Cross to the left side, Butler. One bounce, tries to feed down low. Nice fat pass inside to Douglas.
Woolsey knocks that at 3.
Yeah, Brooklyn, nice job.
They were fronting her and had somebody behind her as well. And they, being Greenwood, obviously trying to do that defensively.
Williams will inbound on the baseline, left side of the lane. Looking. Now goes to the safety valve, and it's Williams. And stolen away by Woolsey. She's cross-checked, no call. Brooklyn on the run. To Trusty right wing. Anna hard to the basket. Off the window. Good. Oh, baby.
Not only did she go off the window, but she avoided the contact. They tried to set up and take the charge, but Anna had great body control there and was able to go off the window for 2.
James quickly in transition for Nettleton. She had a lane to the basket, but went inside to Donna Douglas, and she's fouled on the way up. Free throws coming for the Lady Raiders. That's on Woolsey's
first. And you see what's happening there. She had an open path to the basket, as you said, but they're trying to establish the post inside.
5-2, Greenwood leads. Free throw off the mark, no good for Donna Douglas. 6-footer, she's a junior. They call her D1 Donna, according to their radio guy. Don't know if she's got any D1 offers, but she looks like she's taller than 6 foot. Second one's on the way, and it's in and out. And Sexton with the rebound. And she'll leave it for Trusty at midcourt. And across the timeline, Clay Reeves, the professor. What's his 20th season here at Greenwood?
Yep.
And now Cartwright gets cross-checked by number 12, James, her first foul. 20 seasons, looking for his 7th state title here at Greenwood. The professor, the dog, 9 rings. Sexton will inbound on the sideline right down in front of our position. Out to Russin out on the floor. She'll leave it for Cartwright. Cartwright heading to Tulsa next season. The senior. She's trapped. Russin pops out left wing. I told Adriana to be a scoring threat in the pregame. Here's Cartwright. Trying to penetrate to Sexton. Another 3 from the right wing. Splash! Sexton's second 3. The Lady Bulldogs up 8-2. Full court pressure. That's Williams. Back to Butler. Spins across into the front court for Nettleton. Back to Williams out on the floor. She'll leave it for James. James. Left wing goes to Butler. Looking inside. Goes to high post. Nearly stolen away. They'll kick it to Williams. Her 3 from the right wing is good for Kyla Williams. And it's 8-5.
Yeah, just as I said, they weren't a threat from the outside. They knocked down a 3.
Yeah. Here's Cartwright now.
What do I know?
Yeah, walking across. He's not the best color man in the business for nothing.
I picked a lot of basketball minds before I made my comments today.
Russin finds Trusty way out on the floor, looking for a pick. Couldn't get it for Russin. Going to try to set another one. Anna wanting to drive, leaves it for Cartwright. Shot clock's at 10. Fancy dribbling for Maddie. All up and under, but couldn't finish at the rim. Rebound for Douglas from Nettleton. Cartwright stole it from her. They're going to call a push?
Yeah, they're going to call a push on 44.
Okay, good. Cartwright with a clean steal and then pushed on the floor. I think when she stole it, Douglas had a little something to say about it and shoved Cartwright. Her first foul, team's first. The coach Hawkins, you say it was? Tim Hawkins?
Tim Hawkins. He's a comedian.
Really?
Well, not this one, but there's a guy named Tim Hawkins that is.
I'll say, wow, that's impressive. Trusty missed the floater, rebound. Nettleton here comes with James. Down the right side of the lane, spins out to the wing. Skips it over to Williams. Down in the corner it goes for 3. It's good for Aubrey Butler. And just like Doc said, they're loading it up from the front.
And Nettleton hasn't shown this all year, so this is a wrinkle they've thrown in, obviously, for this basketball game.
8-8. Cartwright cut off by the big girl. Had it stolen away. Here come the Lady Raiders. Butler with it into the front court. Trusty steals it from her. Anna going to the other end. Up off the window. Wouldn't go. Got her own rebound. Follow good. That's how you pad your own stats. 4 points for Trusty. Greenwood leads 10-8. 3:19 to go. Woolsey nearly had a steal. Threw it back inbounds, but right to Nettleton. James will penetrate. Kicks it to the right wing for the Lady Raiders. Now down low it goes to Williams. Turnaround jumper. Not there. Woolsey with the board. And we're going to try to outrun him, Doc Smith. Here comes Greenwood ahead to Trusty. Scoop shot. Good.
And that's what Nettleton does not want is the track meet.
And that's what Clay Reeves does want. Wouldn't be surprised to see him bring in the fresh 3 bodies here shortly. Pressure in the backcourt. Butler's got it, and timeout called by Nettleton. As they were getting low on the shot clock, only 3 seconds left to get it across the timeline. 2:49 to go. Greenwood leading 12-8. And we want to thank all of our sponsors for this season and here in the postseason. This game sponsored in part tonight by Mossy Oak Properties. Field Farm and Home, your America's land specialist, Mossy Oak Properties. Mr. Michael Gray, appreciate all of your help with the broadcast. Val Star Transportation, Saturn Freight, all of our sponsors down the line, Stein, LTC. Wouldn't be possible without you guys. Farmers Bank, Phil Hicks, Golden, Jim's Pond, Myers Mower. We'll have our Ronald Reagan Realty Senior Spotlight as we go through the night, or the afternoon, I guess, here in the Pine Bluff.
So Nettleton has to take a timeout there because Greenwood's starting to get in transition, and obviously Nettleton wants to slow this pace way down. And you mentioned it, they were getting deep in the 10-second violation area.
James still in the backcourt. Now Butler, she'll cross the timeline for Nettleton. Had it stolen away, Sexton. Ahead to Trusty. Has Cartwright down the right side. Stops and pops, 12-footer. Splash.
Oh, the first 2 for Cartwright, and again, full court pressure applied by Greenwood.
Nearly another steal by Trusty in the backcourt. Lots of pressure. Now it's James. She'll cross the timeline. Double dribble, no call. Still with the dribble, leaves it for Williams. Top of the key. Greenwood is 1-3-1, just like playing in Saran wrap. It's unbelievable. Here's James. Skips it over to Butler, right wing. Trying to feed inside. Ball slapped away. Here's Trusty with a steal. Greenwood the other way, leading 14-8. 2-minute mark, first period. Woolsey, left wing. 3-ball, deep three. It's short. Russin in there battling for the board. Had it taken away from her. And a foul call on.
Figure out who this one's on. Carly and Adriana were both right there. They're calling it on Carly.
Her first, team second. Kyla, well, she was at the bench. Yep, Kyla Piercy will come in and check in for the Lady Bulldogs, a freshman. Also in for Nettleton is Allie Linderman. She's a 5'6" senior. Cartwright will get a breather here with 1:58. Full court pressure. Linderman's got it. Back over to Williams for Nettleton against his pressure. Trapped in the backcourt, and they finally get to James. She'll cross the timeline with a second to spare. Linderman in the left corner. They try to feed inside. That's another new body for Nettleton. Shots no good. Sexton with the rebound, and they're on the run. Here's Piercy trying the left baseline, and she's cross-checked. That's Kiki Brown who's checked in for Nettleton. Her first foul.
Well, you see the defensive tendencies for Nettleton. They aren't as quick as Greenwood with the basketball.
Right.
So they got to. What they tell you is play defense with your feet, not with your hands. Yep. And that time, Kiki leaned her shoulder into that, and Piercy's got one thing on her mind. She's trying to go to the basket.
Yeah. Here's Russin, 15-footer. Oh, Adriana, let it go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Trusty with the assist. Russin with a nice baseline jumper. Her first points and a turnover. 5-second call?
No, she tried to inbound it, and we were right there, and she stepped across the end line.
Oh, I see. Got you. Good. Timeout called again by Tim Hawkins for the Nettleton Lady Raiders. 16-8. Greenwood leads with 1:24 to go. First period. We'll take a timeout with them. We're on YouTube at the Greenwood Sports Center and live Fox Sports Radio, the Sports Hog 103.5. We'll just go with Madeline Wilkinson. I'm going to try to save like Cartwright for the final, if possible. Ten seconds. Okay. We welcome you back to the Pine Bluff Convention Center. Tim Terry, Dr. Dustin Smith. First round, 5A state basketball. Russin gets the inbound for Greenwood. Lady Bulldogs working right to left. Here's Piercy, now Trusty left wing. Up top, Izzy Smith, who checked in for Greenwood, a sophomore. She'll find Sexton in the left corner, skip it to Piercy, right wing. She'll drive, cut off at the right block. Needing help, flips it out to Russin way out on the floor. Shot clock's plenty of time, 18, 16 seconds, 15 now. Russin with the dribble, leaves it for Piercy. Pump fake, 3-ball from the freshman. Off the mark, and rebound cleared out of there by Nettleton. That's Williams. She'll find James, and she's on the run down to the left wing for the Lady Raiders. 50 seconds left, first period. Here's Williams, right wing. Harassed by Sexton. Into the high post it goes to the other Williams. Back out to Kyla Williams. 3-ball, look here.
Yeah, they've gotten hot from three and just forget everything I say.
Yeah, it's just
sweet Moses.
Their third three, it's 16-11. Smith says, let me try one from the left corner. Splash! Izzy Smith!
So I got the answer. I'll come from this left wing.
Russin with the assist there. And Izzy flashed for a steal, couldn't get it. Boy, she's quick as lightning. Here's Kyla Williams, picked up her dribble in the backcourt.
Back to just like you, rolling down a hill.
Right?
Really fast.
Yeah. She'll cross the timeline, going to the corner to Linderman. Her three is in and out. And the rebound by Adriana Russin. 3 seconds left. Russin at half court.
Chunk that
Top
dude.
of the key. Stops and pops 30-footer. Wouldn't go. And the Lady Bulldogs have played 1 quarter of basketball here at the Pine Bluff Convention Center. It's the first round of the 6A state basketball tournament, and Greenwood leads Nettleton 19-11. Lady Bulldogs looking for defense of their 5A state basketball championship. We'll take a timeout here on Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. We're back at the Pine Bluff Convention Center. Tim Terry, Dr. Dustin Smith. State basketball tournament here. The Greenwood Lady Bulldogs have the ball 19-11. They lead. We start the second period. Woolsey's got it to Russin. Back to Woolsey up top. Cartwright's back in with Trusty and Izzy Smith. Izzy into the lane. Kicked it to Russin, right wing. Adriana still with her dribble. Going to try to work on the big Douglas girl. Stops and pops. Russin's shot not there. Rebound cleared out by Williams. And now James with it for the Nettleton Lady Raiders. Greenwood their home whites. Nettleton into their road blacks, gold trim. Williams to Linderman. 3 ball from the corner. Yeah. Another 3. They're 4-3. That dadgum Mr. Smith.
Yeah, what I
Dr.
do?
Smith.
Sweet Moses.
19-14. That's their 4-3. Here's Cartwright. Now Woolsey. Deep 3 from the left wing. Splash! No! Baby! Brooklyn loaded up and said, let's get it on.
Now, I may not be great at math,
Woo.
but if they hit them and we keep hitting them,
We're going to win.
they can't catch us.
That's right. Into the front court go the Lady Raiders. James. Into the paint it goes to Big Williams. Turnaround jumper good. We'll take that. We'll switch 2 for 3. 4 points for Mackenzie Williams. She's 5'11". And it's 22-16. Greenwood's lead is 6. Ella Williams off with the shooting shirt for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll come in next. Wilson. Coach Reeves directing traffic. Cartwright stops and pops. Not there. A little 14-footer. Rebound tipped out. Smith has it. Woolsey. Trusty top of the key. Back to Brooklyn. Oh, boy. Deep 3. Off the mark. Long rebound. Trusty ran it down. And it slapped out of her hands. It'll stay with Greenwood.
And Cartwright was ready for the ball to be kicked to her. Trusty just couldn't get a hold of it.
Yep. Rustin will come out. Ella Williams will check in, the senior for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll inbound down here on the sideline. Into Cartwright, left wing. Maddie looking to work on the guard. Spins. My goodness, turnaround jumper not there. Rebound tipped out by Smith. Trusty deep 3 from straight on. Off the window, won't go. Rebound cleared out by Williams. Here come the Lady Raiders. Across the timeline, they go high post to Williams. Feed down low to Douglas. She's out away from the block. Skips it up top, down to Linderman. 3 ball from the left corner, not there. Offensive board, Kyla Williams. Her shot up off the window, good.
And that's just offensive rebound. Greenwood got to be able to block out. They had position. The ball carried them off a little longer than I think they expected. And Nettleton was able to track that down.
She's got 8 points. It's 22-18. Greenwood's lead cut to 4. Ella Williams, deep 3, right corner, off the mark. Rebound, Mackenzie Williams for Nettleton.
Yeah, you see that. That's been the opportunity. Whoever they are guarding with the big girls inside is going to have an open look from 3.
Yes.
The difference right now is Nettleton has made theirs.
Well, they have. We'll see if Coach steps the defense up a little bit out on the wings. Here's James now, and he was kicked out of bounds by Cartwright. He'll stay with Nettleton as Russin and Sexton check in, and Smith and Ella Williams out. So we've got our 5 starters back out on the floor for Greenwood. Kyra James will check in. She'll get it to Linderman out near the jump circle. Back to James. Down in the corner left side to Williams. She'll drive in. Off her foot, it's going to be Greenwood's ball. That's great defense in there. Sexton and Russin both collapsed. Greenwood's ball in the back court. Sexton will inbound it to Cartwright. 5:09 to play here, first round. 22-18, Lady Bulldogs lead over Nettleton. Looking to defend their state championship. Cartwright to Trusty, down the left side of the lane to Sexton. Little three-man weave, skip it to Woolsey. Thought about going in. I didn't think she moved her foot. That's tough there. Kept that left foot planted, but the official thought otherwise, which...
Well, there were a lot of officials over there wearing black.
Yeah, exactly.
That were right there in front of their bench, and they called that.
Yeah. And from our angle up here in the rafters, she may have. Tough for us to see. Here's Nettleton with it. Williams with the dribble. Finds James. Into the front court she goes. Into the lane to Linderman right wing. Back up to James. Back to Linderman right side. Down low to Brown. Feeds inside to Douglas. Is that 33? That was Mackenzie Williams. She's got 6 points. 22-20. Greenwood's leads cut to 2. Cartwright's going to drive hard to the basket and just couldn't get it to fall. And a jump ball. Yeah, Trusty got in there and tied it up. We'll go to Nettleton on the arrow.
Well, again, the quickness advantage on the offensive end is obviously in the favor of Greenwood. They just haven't had the shots fall close to the basket. Cartwright's had a couple opportunities. Adriana had a couple opportunities. The shots just didn't fall.
Williams, let's see, no, Woolsey checked out. Piercy in for Greenwood. Here's Allie Linderman. And Trusty knocks it out of bounds in the backcourt. 4:22 left. Greenwood up by 2 points. Led 19-11. That tells me that Nettleton is on a 9-3 run.
Man, your math is good.
I'm telling you, buddy. So Nettleton will have it in the backcourt. Greenwood showing full court pressure. Trying hard to get it inbound. Slapped away by Piercy. Right to Trusty off the window. Wouldn't go. Got her own board up and in. Oh, baby.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, Trusty's padding her stats, missing those little bunnies, getting her own rebound. 8 points for Anna. Here come the Lady Raiders. Williams finds Douglas. Trusty nearly swatted away from her. Williams out on the floor. It goes to James. And now she's trapped out top. She'll flip it over to Kyla Williams. And she dribbled on the base. Wow, she dribbled it out of bounds, but they say, I guess Sexton or Piercy knocked it out. I thought the officials might come over here and override each other, but they didn't.
They had a discussion.
And so they nearly got it right. So James will inbound for Nettleton. Greenwood up by 4. They try the lob inside to Douglas.
Cartwright will pick up that foul.
Try a little alley-oop. Douglas kind of came down awkward. First foul on Maddie, right?
Yeah, that's her first.
Douglas is 0 for 2 from the line. She'll have 2 more free throws here. She's a 6-foot junior. 24-20. Got that one to go. Donna Douglas. 1 more for her. Four or 5 dribbles. Lets her go. Too hard off the back iron. Sexton with another rebound for Greenwood. Well, Carly, that's her 3rd board. Into the front court she goes with it to the right wing. Nearly lost the handle. Russell's got it. Not illegal. Much to the chagrin of the Nettleton folks.
It's not a carry if
right.
She doesn't dribble.
Right. Now Piercy from the right wing. Top of the key with a dribble still. The freshman finds Sexton. She'll stop and pop. 14-footer.
Money.
Yeah, got the roll. Carly Sexton's got 8 points. Piercy with the first assist. Now trapped. Now full court press. But James beat it. They flip it ahead to Douglas. Up off the window. Good. Boy, Russell got away with one there. 3 points for Douglas. Here comes Greenwood the other way. 26-23. Cartwright to Trusty in the left corner. She'll drive into the paint. Sky hook off the window, not there. Rebound out to Russell. Adriana stops from 10 foot. Won't go. Piercy in there with a rebound, and she's fouled. Wow.
Yeah, good job by the freshman to crash the glass there. That's easy for me to say in my head. She crashed the glass there, and the foul's called on number 23, I believe. That'd be Williams' first.
Yes, sir. Sexton inbounds from the baseline into Piercy, top of the key. 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound cleared out of there by Douglas. And they're going to get Trusty with a foul. And she's mad at herself. That's her first. 95 feet from the basket.
Yeah, and she's thinking she got away with some of that throughout the game.
Yeah. 2:56 left to play. Greenwood up by 3 in a battle here in the first round. Williams will inbound it from Nettleton. Now try to lob pass. Piercy's there all over that. She'll leave it for Sexton. Boy, got to get that to Cartwright on that right wing. Trusty ends up with it on the left baseline. Not there, but she'll battle for the board. Sexton now finds Cartwright. Long two, splash. Got to get it to her. But she's feeling it. Do it.
And we talked about it earlier. Nettleton got the offensive rebound. Greenwood able to get it there. Maddie Cartwright steals the inbound. They say she was out of bounds.
Woo. Cartwright's got 4 points now. 5 boards for Trusty already, and 8 points here in this first half. The lead is 5, 28-23, 2 minutes, 34 seconds left. Up over the top it goes to Williams. She'll try to throw it down the floor. Russon's waiting on it. She intercepts. Adriana on the run. Trusty, left corner for 3. Not there. Long rebound handled by Nettleton, and they want to try to push. That's James in the front court for the Lady Raiders.
Well, that's off her.
That ball went off of Linderman. I thought Piercy nearly got it, but to no avail. It'll stay with the Lady Raiders. Izzy Smith will check in and get Sexton. 2:16 left before halftime. 28-23. Kyra James inbounds to Williams. Back to James. I like Williams 35 feet from the basket. Here she is, top of the key. Left side it goes to Kyla Williams. 3 ball. She's got her third 3. It's 11 points for her. 28-26. Greenwood's lead is down to 2. Cartwright with their dribble up top. We're under 2 minutes before halftime. Maddie wants to penetrate into the lane. Flip shot not there. That's the one she's got to finish.
Yeah, she can get penetration.
Rebound for Nettleton. Smith, or James rather, left it for Douglas. Ball slapped away, but Greenwood couldn't come up with it. Here's a 3 ball from the left corner. It's off the mark. Thank goodness Trusty with a rebound. That's her 7th board, I think. Here's Cartwright. Well, mano-a-mano. Floater off the window. That's what I'm talking about. Maddie Bell with her 6th point. 30-26.
Yeah, at some point you think that wins out.
Yes.
The aggression towards the basket is going to be in the favor of Greenwood.
James with the dribble through the defense. Try to flip it up to Douglas. Too much mustard on it. Out of bounds. Turnover. Back to Greenwood.
Well, you talk about too much mustard, and the problem with that is Maddie Cartwright was right in the way. So she influenced that pass to be higher than it probably should have had to be, and it was out of bounds, and now there'll be a break.
Well, you see Donna Douglas, she's tapping out over there, and they're bringing in Kiki Brown. Greenwood will counter, and Sexton will come back in for Cartwright. 30-26. Greenwood leads by 4 minutes left here before halftime. Trusty comes to Smith. Left corner, skipped it to Piercy, right wing. Kyla, boy, I can't stand that call. Woolsey's up off the bench. That's a shame to see. She's going to come out because the official made a terrible call, but you have to do it, I guess, if you're the coach. The officials, unless they've changed the rule on me somewhere, I just hate that when they do that. You stutter step the off foot, the pivot foot doesn't move. It's amazing. I'll have to go back and review that one of these days. There's no way that many officials are wrong and I'm right, is there? Can't be. I'm not that good. Here's James with it in the backcourt. Left it for Kyla Williams. She's in the front court with it. 50 seconds left. Picked up her dribble. In deep trouble. It goes to Linderman. And now James. Smith flash for a steal. Back to Linderman. Greenwood recovering nicely. That ball's tipped. Trusty with the steal. Finds Sexton on the run. Carly all the way to the basket, stops and pops off the window. Good.
Carly in double figures now.
Baby.
She's got 10.
Greenwood, another steal by Sexton. Quick hitter down to Trusty off the window. Wouldn't go. Battle for the board. Trusty got it right back. Follow not there. Rebound cleared out of there. And Nettleton's on the run now. The other direction, James went down on the ground, just lost the handle trying to drive. Looking for contact, didn't find it. He goes out of bounds. Cartwright's going to come in and get Woolsey. Greenwood up by 6 with 14 seconds left before halftime, 32-26. And when the action's fast-paced, Doc Smith, as you said, we have the advantage for sure. Cartwright quickly across the timeline, 7 seconds. Top of the key to Trusty. Thought about a deep 3, finds Sexton. Right corner, splash! Oh, baby! Carly Sexton at the buzzer. She finishes with 13 in the first half, and the pushes the Lady Bulldogs lead out to 9, 35-26. Sexton writing another chapter in her storied career in postseason play for these Lady Bulldogs. She's only a junior.
Well, and you think about it, if you're Nettleton, you had it at 2. It was 28-26.
Yep.
And Greenwood ended on a 7-0 run there, and a big backbreaker there with that 3-pointer at the buzzer. And we see that opportunity, and Carly took advantage of it early on. She's going to be left wide open because they have to guard her with one of the post players. And when she's all by herself, it's a horse game for her, and I'll take my chances with 24 shooting that ball from the outside.
13 points for Carly Sexton, 3 rebounds, 2 steals in the first half. Trusty had 8 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple of steals for the junior. Cartwright with 6 points, 2 assists, and a steal. Woolsey hit a 3. He's got a couple of assists. Izzy Smith hit a 3 as well. She's got a rebound. Adriana Rustin with a nice baseline jumper. She's got a basket, 2 rebounds for the senior. For the Lady Raiders of Nettleton, they're 21-6, by the way, 9-5 coming into conference, the 4 seed. Kyla Williams leads the way for them with 11 points, including 3 threes. 6 points for Mackenzie Williams, one of their big post players. Donna Douglas, their other post, has 3. Linderman's hit a 3 ball. Aubrey Butler's hit a 3 for the Lady Raiders. So there we are, 35-26. Greenwood with a 9-point lead at halftime. They led by at least 8 at the end of the first period. It was 19-11. So this is their biggest lead, I believe, of the afternoon, 35-26. Well, we will take a break and pay some bills and get you ready for the second half as we're live in the Pine Bluff Convention Center. I'll tell you what, let me tell you about before we go, our Ronald Reagan Realty Senior Spotlight. We'll go Madeline Wilkinson will be today's Senior Spotlight. And nickname Madeline, I like that. 4.0 student.
Get out of here.
She plays cross country and soccer for the Lady Bulldogs along with basketball. Her favorite subject is calculus. She wants to major in biology at Texas Christian University down in Fort Worth. She was 4-time All-Conference in cross country, 2-time All-State. That's not counting this year. I don't know if she's won that. Maybe she's already got those awards this year. All-Conference in soccer as well. I got her senior season coming up out on the pitch for the Lady Bulldogs. Her parents are Josh and Lindsay Wilkinson. Favorite quote, John 11:25. I am the resurrection and the light. He who believes in me will live even though he dies. Her favorite musical artist is Dylan Scott. That's Madeline Wilkinson, our Ronald Reagan Realty Senior Profile today. And we appreciate the Clemens boys for all their help with Greenwood Athletics. Lady Bulldogs lead Nettleton Lady Raiders 35-26 here at halftime in the first round of the 5A state basketball tournament. We'll take a timeout. It's Greenwood Sports Center Online and the Sports Hog 103.5. See, I've got to talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Tim. Hello.
Yeah.
Right. I am talking. If you're on the live stream, we're back here. We are back here. We've got some radio issues.
First foul's called on Douglas there, so that's her second. Cartwright 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Nettleton with the rebound. They go the other way. Again, trapping defense from Greenwood.
Douglas is second, huh?
Yeah. And now that's a foul. It's going to be on Adriana. She's going to pick up her first.
That's interesting.
So,
shooting foul. Okay.
We're trying to work out the radio side of this. We got the live stream working. First free throw is up and good. Who is that, 33?
Yes.
Second free throw is up and it's good. So 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Greenwood with an 8-point advantage still. 36-28. Cartwright brings the ball into the front court.
That's Mackenzie Williams made both those free throws. Greenwood working to left and right here in the second half. Cartwright's 3 from the left wing off the mark. Trusty with another rebound. Follow up, won't go. Rebound cleared out by Williams. I think that's 8 boards for Trusty, 8 points.
And she just had tough luck there, not able to complete right there at the goal.
Linderman had trouble in the backcourt. Trusty slapped it away. She'll run it down. And now find Williams. Stops. Nope. Thought she was going to shoot. Picked up her dribble. Now trying to feed inside to Mackenzie Williams. Her shot's wild. Out of bounds off of Nettleton. It's a Douglas.
Good play there by Maddie Cartwright. She sealed her on the backside. Kept her from getting that basketball. They tried to lob it up.
She can't get me.
But she was able to keep her behind her. Cartwright was able to keep Williams behind her. Behind her. Now Cartwright will dribble into the front court again. 36-28 our score. Greenwood with an 8-point advantage.
Sexton's got it on the left wing.
They bring out that time. Did you see what they did defensively, Tim?
Yep, 2-3.
Close out on her.
Yeah, they're in a little zone too this time, Doc. They've been following us in man, haven't they?
Yeah, they realized that wasn't working out so great.
Trying not to run us ragged, or run them ragged. Greenwood was
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Cartwright's got it. Trusty, just right of the circle. 3 ball, won't go. Cartwright on offensive board. Her follow wouldn't go. Wow.
Yeah, and Cartwright, you wish just would have went to the glass there. She kind of faded away, settled for a jumper. Not that she doesn't make those shots with regularity, but
James back to Linderman, right corner. She lost the handle. Nope, they say Brooklyn knocked it out.
And it's over in the coffin corner. Nettleton have to inbound in front of their bench.
Linderman down there on that right side and got it into James. She'll skip it over to Kyla Williams. Tried to feed down low. Woolsey up with a steal. Swatted away. Here comes Trusty on the run. To Cartwright. Trying the baseline right side. She's fouled. Wow. What a play from Brooklyn Woolsey.
Yeah, able to come from the backside. Again, they're trying to lob it inside to the post. They're trying to get it inside to the post. Woolsey came, good job of body control not to create contact, but able to knock that ball away.
We welcome you back to the radio side. As Greenwood lets a 3 go. Rebound. Rustin trying to battle for it. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll go to Nettleton. Greenwood leading 36-28 here. 5:41 left in the third period. First round of the 5A state basketball tournament. On the girls' side, Dr. Dustin Smith. And I'm Tim Terry. Glad to have you aboard here on a Wednesday afternoon. Winner of this plays Friday night at 7. Here comes the...
Scheduled at 7.
Right. Lady Raiders, and that's Kyla Williams. To James. Linderman's 3 from the right corner. Off the mark. Long rebound, though, to Williams. She'll put it back up off the window. Won't go.
Good job,
Carly with the rebound.
Battled in there. She's outsized, but she's able to control that rebound.
And Cartwright goes the other way. Nobody picked her up. She blows the bunny going to the hoop. And we go the other direction.
And you certainly don't see that very often.
No. James with it for Nettleton across the timeline, down the lane. Her shot off the window is good. Wow.
It's going to be Woolsey. That's the first time we've seen James go all the way to the basket. She's gotten in there, and then she's kicked it out several times. This time she went to the basket, made the layup, and drew the foul, and she go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity.
That foul was on who?
Woolsey.
Woolsey, it's her second. Free throw on the way is off the mark, and the ball's off. No. I thought it was off 33. They said it was off Sexton.
Well, they're going to talk about something because
Russin hit the deck
Russin
down
was
there.
chunked to the floor.
Yeah, by Douglas, and just talking, I guess. Cartwright's going to body her up now. Matt can get used to some of that in that D1 look. They try the lob into her, and Woolsey just took it from her. Brooklyn says, I got this. All swatted away.
What they tell you with a post player, never bring it down. Keep it up.
Chin that thing.
Yeah.
Larry Bilyeu style. Well, here's Cartwright now between the circles with her dribble. Man-to-man this trip for Nettleton. Trusty off the swing pick. Off the window, won't go. Rebounds off of Anna. It'll go to Nettleton.
Yeah, Anna just not having it going. That mid-range jumper that she is notorious for is not falling tonight. Got to score in other ways. Got to find opportunities, and opportunities here with defensive pressure turned up.
Nettleton breaks the press this time. James, here she is again, peeled out, and as she had some pressure inside. But Russin steals the entry pass. Cartwright's on the run. And she's going to be called for a carry. That's a good call. She tried a little crossover, brought it up high, and just kind of carried the basketball. And it'll be a turnover back to Greenwood. And Clay Reeves wants to call a timeout. 36-30. Lady Bulldogs lead, 4.5 minutes left. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one with him. It's the first round of the 5A state basketball tournament, and Greenwood leads Nettleton 36-30 on Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. Here in Pine Bluff at the Convention Center. Nettleton's basketball. Greenwood leads by 6. Here's Kyla Williams on the left wing for the Lady Raiders. Trying to feed inside Izzy Smith, who's checked in. Boy, that's this on Russin away from the ball. Yep. I was going to say, if that was on Smith, I don't know if I've seen a ticky-tack on that bad all year, but it was not. It was on Russin battling down low.
Yeah, Russin's just saying, how can I get positioned?
Right.
I mean, they're throwing me around.
Kyla Williams will inbound on the baseline. Finally got it into the safety valve up top of Kyra James. She'll penetrate, float her up.
Good job, Maddie Cartwright. She established herself and took the charge. And Maddie's done that a few times this year. Most of the time the call's gone against her, but she was able to maintain her spot that time. And a charge on Nettleton, and Greenwood will have the possession.
Second on James. Here's Cartwright with the basketball. Gives it to Smith on the left wing. Oh, nice spin out to Piercing. 3-ball right wing. Off the mark. Russin battles, but couldn't get the board away from Williams. Here come the Lady Raiders. That's Kyra James into the front court. Got a pick up top from Williams. Trying the pick and roll, but Cartwright swats it away from Kiki Brown. Ahead to Izzy Smith on the run. Layup. Good!
And that's where Izzy's at her best. If you get out in front, they don't have anybody that can catch her. She was out there, and it's like Tom Brady finding
somebody
who had just named the receiver.
Exactly. Here's Williams with it for Nettleton, and Piercy we call for the foul. It's her first, the freshman.
That may be a first for her to go deep into the second half without a foul called.
Ella Williams up. She'll check in for Greenwood. She'll get the freshman. 38-30. Greenwood leads. 3.5 minutes left in a battle here in the first round. I think Little Rock Parkview will be a foe in the next round if the winner of this game. I don't know if that game's been.
Yeah, El Dorado and Little Rock Parkview play.
Okay. And the inbounds comes in. Smith with the steal. Izzy, the sophomore. She stops and pops. Nope, she finds a cutting in. A Trusty. Wow, what a look from Smith. Trusty running the floor. She's in double figures.
And what a great job by the junior there to run the floor. Not just assume that Izzy was going to make the shot on her own.
And now they finally get it across. Kyla Williams towards the block. Cartwright tried for another charge. Not there. She's got 13 now. Williams does for the Lady Raiders. The lead's cut to 8 for Greenwood at the 3-minute mark here, third period, 40-32.
Well, you think about the spurts. That spurt right there when it was getting dangerous, I guess you could say the spurt right before the half, and Greenwood was able to be quick to the basket. And here Izzy Smith has the opportunity to go. She's got the quickness advantage for sure. She got to the basket there and draws the foul on Linderman, I believe.
Yes.
Linderman, I'm sorry.
Yeah, her first.
So Izzy will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Boy, Izzy, I mean, that's a seasoned veteran look there. Doc Smith saw the baseline, just hit the Jets, put it on the deck, and went to the cup. Buries the first 3. She's got 6 points, the 10th grader. Piercy checks back in for Greenwood. Got Williams. One more for Smith. In and out, rebound. I think Cartwright might have knocked that out. The baseline up has no idea. Smith went after it just in case. I like the hustle. I think it was off of Cartwright. It'll be Nettleton's basketball. Greenwood up by 9. They've matched their largest lead here, 41-32. Now James with it, trying to beat the press. Smith in her hip pocket. Leaves it for Kyla Williams. She'll cross the timeline, working on Piercy. Got a pick, and that's going to be an illegal. Nope, timeout call.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm interested to see. Obviously the adjustment that Nettleton has made, going to the 2-3 zone to try to prevent the disadvantage they do have is trying to keep up with us defensively and their quickness advantage. It's interesting to see whoever's going to guard Izzy Smith is in for a world of hurt because her quickness factor is off the charts and she can get to the basket if she wants to. So the adjustment now is for Coach Hawkins, he's got to say, we're down 9. This possession is very valuable. We got to try to cut into this lead. We can't let them get a steal and extend this lead into double figures because once they do, their goal obviously is try to keep it as close as they can for as long as they can. That's the goal of any game. I understand.
Sure, right.
But here specifically, especially with them making their threes in the first half, they haven't made one in the second, have they?
No.
So they were lights out from 3 in the first half, and it may be a season's worth or a season high of 3-pointers made.
Right.
And I'm not saying a game. Yeah. I'm saying the season.
Here's Nettleton with the basketball. And they get it into Williams. She'll hand it right back to James. And now Kyra James. And they're going to call a hand check on Izzy Smith.
Yeah, that's her first.
And they talk about them on defense, Doc Smith. If they try to protect the rim, of course, they know Greenwood's got a bunch of three-point shooters, so you got to extend and not give them easy looks.
Well, here's the thing on that call. If they're going to call that check, then cross-body checks on the other end, and when they're trying to prevent us from getting to our spot, need to be whistled as well. And we'll see if that's an adjustment that's made as well.
James working up top against Smith. She'll penetrate into the left wing, now back outside the arc. Now tried it again. Flipped it to Aubrey Butler. She'll try to the right corner to Kyla Williams, back out to Butler. They try to feed inside to Donna Douglas, and Cartwright hits the deck.
They're going to take a pick because there's 3 Bulldogs around there, and that's 24. Sexton picks up that foul.
That's her second 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th team foul.
There's 2-shot opportunity here.
They say it's our 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed a second half foul, or I marked it incorrectly. Free throw's no good for Donna Douglas. She's now 1 out of 5.
But in the words of Tim Terry, you've got to make free throws when the clock's not running.
That's exactly right.
I mean, that is some quality analysis right there.
That's all you're getting from a play-by-play guy. That's as deep as I'm going. Got the second one. I don't mind you missing them whenever the clock's running in the mercy rule because it speeds the game up.
This is the first time we've seen number 15, if I'm correct.
Jessica Cullens, she's a sophomore, 5'6".
She checks into the ball game.
All right.
Douglas checks out.
A little full court pressure. Greenwood breaks it easily. Trusty to the left wing. Sexton thought about a 3. Back out to Trusty. Her 3 from the left wing. Splash! And Trusty buries a 3. She's got 13 now. Sexton with her first assist of the night. And Greenwood with some full court pressure. In the backcourt, Williams trying to find a hole. Cullens has it now across the timeline. The sophomore. Fresh meat for Izzy Smith out there. Now she'll go over and double team Williams.
Oh, that was a tie ball.
Yep, I don't know how it wasn't. Smith, they give it back to Now that's James. And she'll go hard to the rack, short off the front iron. Rebound, Williams for Nettleton. She'll kick it out to Cullens for three. It won't go.
How's that not over
Russin,
the back?
nice position.
Over the back.
Yeah. But we're going to say there is over
But
the
she
back.
just went through Adriana there to get that rebound.
Whatever you're supposed to call over the back, that's what it was, a textbook look you saw right there.
Yeah, Cullens came in, fired up a three, and she got a quick exit.
Right. 44-33, Greenwood up 11, their largest lead of the night. Now Smith, right wing. Three ball, why not? Off the mark, long rebound. Boy, Trusty usually gathers those. She overran it, Butler's got it, and she's on the run for Nettleton. Finds a cutting Douglas. Now it comes to the left wing. James is three, not there. Long rebound, James ran it down. Nettleton a reset in the half court with a minute left before the third period ends. Here's Kyla Williams into the paint. Russin with they're going to call a block on Adriana.
Yeah,
Thought she got there in time, but did not.
I stand corrected, Wyatt.
Yes.
There may be somebody who is as quick as Izzy, because James was right there with her step for step. So Adriana picks up her third. In my conversation with Adriana before the game, I said, hey, let's stay out of foul trouble. We need you in the paint. She said, hey, the last few games I haven't been fouling.
Right.
I said, well, you certainly haven't agreed with any of them.
No.
I can promise you that. She said, absolutely not.
Free throw in and out for Kyla Williams. You know what I told her pregame? We need your offensive scoring. Fire away. Coach Greaves gave me a dirty look. The second one's up and in for Williams. She's got 14 to lead. That's Kyla Williams. She leads the Lady Raiders, and Greenwood's lead is 10 now. 55 seconds left. Here's Cartwright into the front court. With her dribble, go back into a little zone this trip. Like a 1-2-2 look. Cartwright, three ball, right wing. Off the mark, Sexton with an offensive rebound. Out to Trusty. Three ball, left wing. Splash! No, baby!
Well, you look up, if you're Nettleton, you think, all right, we've held Cartwright to 7.
Yep.
And now on a 6-0 run for Anna Trusty. Yep. They had her at 10. Now she's at 16. Oh, give a charge there. Good job. Adriana from backside, sitting down, gets that rebound.
Trying to get a charge from Williams. No call. The missed basket. Russin with her 4th rebound from Keister. Other end, here's Cartwright trying the left baseline, and she's fouled. That's going to be on 33.
Yeah, and again, there's the advantage. They're gonna have to guard. If they're going to play the two big post players in there, they're going to have to guard one of our girls. And Clay has found a way to free up Sexton or to Izzy or whoever it may be. Now Izzy on the inbound, a three-pointer from the right wing.
Splash! Oh, baby! Woo, Izzy Smith now with 9. I'm sure Sexton pitched that to her, huh?
Yeah.
Off the inbounds. We'll give her the assist. And that's the third period buzzer. The Lady Bulldogs with a flurry at the end with Trusty and then Smith. And they've pushed the lead out to 16 here. 50-34. 8 minutes left from advancing to the second round of the 5A state basketball tournament. Stick around here on Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. We're back here at Pine Bluff. It's Convention Center. Tim Terry, Dr. Dustin Smith, the Director of Athletics here at Greenwood High School. Lady Bulldogs marching on in defense of their state championship. They lead 50-34 and pulled away from Nettleton here, who's been very gamey this entire game. They have played the Lady Bulldogs tooth and nail, but Greenwood just too much speed for them, and outside shooting has taken over. And now Greenwood with the basketball. Here we go, fourth period. Cartwright over to Trusty. Down to Sexton, left wing. Carly skips it to Cartwright. They'll reset the half court against a zone this time. Cartwright to Carly Sexton. 3 ball short. Long rebound handled by Nettleton, and that's James She'll push it for the Lady Raiders. Smith guarding her. She'll hand it to Kyla Williams. Williams leading the way for the Lady Raiders with 14 points. The ball swatted out of bounds by Smith.
Yeah, Coach Hawkins telling her, hey, you got to hang on to that basketball. Be strong with it. It's easy to say when you're standing over there and Izzy Smith's not trying to pick your pocket.
Williams into Cullens, who's checked back in for the Lady Raiders, the sophomore. She's 5'6". Here's Kyla Williams. Top of the key. Nice back cut, but nobody home from Butler. She was cut off quickly. Back out to Williams. She'll penetrate to the right block. Shot up. She's fouled. It won't go. Free throws coming.
Yeah, it's fourth on Adriana, and Coach Reeves is telling her, keep your hands straight up. Don't swat forward or swat down.
Right.
And Adriana with 4 now.
Williams back to the line. She's 1 out of 2 from the line. She's got 14 points to lead the Lady Raiders. First one's on the way, long off the back iron.
And I don't know what their free throw percentage is, but it hadn't been great. Not that they would have 16 free throws made here, but this game would be a lot less lopsided if they'd made more of those free throw opportunities. Second one goes. Greenwood will quickly go into the front court.
Sexton back to Cartwright. Down to Smith, open for 3, right wing. Little long. Russin battles for it. Trusty's in there in the mix. She's got it. And gets a timeout from Clay Reeves. We'll give Russin the rebound. Trusty the rebound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boards now, Doc Smith. 1 board away from a double-double for Anna Trusty.
And now you think about how big that possession was. Clay understanding that. The jump ball possibly would have been called there. The possession arrow favored Nettleton. Not that this game is superior or close. It's a 15-point advantage. But Greenwood and Coach Clay Reeves have been here in the state tournament many times, and he knows the value of each possession. He got it there and made sure that we maintained the possession, got the offensive rebound.
They're 6 out of 11 from the line.
6 out of 11. It seems like they missed a whole lot more than that.
Well, the Donna Douglas is 2 for 6 on her own. Williams is 2 for 2. That's a Mackenzie Williams. Kyla Williams is 2 for 4. And Kyra James is 0 for 1.
But clearly we've established I don't know what I'm talking about.
What?
Clearly.
Here's Greenwood now. Sexton, Lindmount on the baseline, left side of the lane. And they're going to call an offensive foul on somebody. Clay not really dejected, so I think he saw what the call was.
They're going to call it on
Cartwright. Maybe? She ended up with the ball down there off the inbounds, but it's interesting. So it's Nettleton's ball now in the backcourt. Williams with it. She'll find Butler trying to get it across the timeline. Finally does to James. James lobs it down low to Douglas, and she's on the baseline. No call. Wow. Saved it back in way deep to Williams. She'll penetrate all the way to the basket, and Sexton will be called for the foul. My goodness, Doc. That's a tough no call there. Right in front of the official.
It's the third on Sexton.
6:44 to go.
Adriana's got 4. She's still in the ball game.
Yeah, just you ride her till she bucks you. One of those deals. She's in there battling for rebounds. Free throws good for Williams. Kyla Williams. She is 2 out of 4, making 3 out of 5. She's got 16 points, and Coach Hawkins wants to call it he's got one more timeout. This one's going to be a full timeout, 50-36. And we'll stay right here and talk about the Greenwood School District being a member of our school choice program. They will accept eligible students from other districts for the 23-24 school year. Application forms are available at the Greenwood Admin Office, 420 North Main, or online if you're watching the website on your screen on the top left, or you can call 996-4142. They can direct traffic for you. You got to have your application turned in for the 23-24 school year. It's got to be received by May the 1st to be considered eligible for this coming school year. Your application should be turned into the non-resident district, which will notify the resident district of your filing. Assignments will be made on the basis of space availability. Applicants will be notified of their acceptance or rejection by July 1st. If you reside out of state or currently expelled from school for a drug or weapon violation, you're not eligible for participation. Greenwood School Choice Program, and I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to come be a Greenwood Bulldog, especially if you're an athlete. Well, I mean, we're athletic. We're part of the athletic program.
We are.
I'd like to have some Rhodes Scholars and stuff too. We need some.
We got some of them.
Yeah. It's
And some of our athletes that have perfect ACT scores.
I was talking about that the other day. Our offensive line averaged like a 34 in the ACT that one year for the football team. It's unbelievable. School choice program. What a great deal.
You're not talking number 34.
No, ACT
or 34
score.
pancakes or
No. Some of them probably can eat 34 pancakes. One more free throw for Kyla Williams. And she's got 16. Short Russin high for the rebound for the Lady Bulldogs. She's got 5 boards. And she'll bring it down the floor. Around to the left wing. Hands it off to Cartwright. She tried the baseline. Cut off down there. Nice cut from Sexton. Pump fake at the left block. Short with her follow. I think she was too open. Rebound cleared out of there by Kyla Williams for Nettleton. She's been their player today. Here's Aubrey Butler. Back to Williams. Down to the right corner it goes to James. Back out to Williams. They've got a college three-point line out here. Greenwood's hit 2 threes from out there. Woolsey's like one of hers was from out there. Here's James. Now Butler. Down to the corner, there's Cullens, the sophomore. Too long, and Trusty was pushed. She got the rebound. That's her 10th board. That's a double-double for Anna Trusty. Kyla Williams' second rebound.
And Adriana, I watched her after that free throw and the timeout was called. She was talking to the officials about the way she was being shoved.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, obviously that didn't happen because Anna got shoved there. It wasn't
Right.
Adriana, but I don't know if that was some of the conversation that Adriana had. And Trusty will go the other end of the court to shoot the 1-on-1.
And actually, that should be a double bonus. That's 10 fouls on us. They've got 7. So never mind. This is a 1-on-1 for Trusty.
It'd be a 2-shot foul if we foul.
Yeah, right.
Not if we get fouled.
Yeah, it should be the other way around. They fouled a lot more than us. Here's Trusty. Make the front end, girl. Got it. Splash.
She got shoved back past
She did.
the NBA three-point line or college three-point line. Which one is it?
Yeah. That's a college. That may be the NBA line.
Would you say that's
I think
UAPB maybe?
Could be.
Could they play here?
I don't know. No, I think they have an on-campus facility.
They do, but I wondered if they did
maybe
did what Arkansas did back in the day and played a game down here. Or
both free throws good for Trusty. She's got 18 to lead the way for Greenwood. And 10 rebounds, a double-double for the junior. They break the press. Here's a Mackenzie Williams. Skipped it over to Butler. She'll penetrate left baseline. Stop and pop. Not there. Got her own rebound, though. Oh, but Trusty with a big block. Woo! Anna. Baseball pass to Cartwright. Maddie in the front court. And they'll set up in the half court. Oh, baby.
Well, Clay doing what Clay does. Okay, you guys want to slow it down? We can slow it down, too.
Cartwright found Smith in the right corner and couldn't make the NBA three. Rebound cleared out by Nettleton. Here comes the Lady Raiders. James. It's 52-36. Greenwood pulling away here. Kyla Williams with it for Nettleton. And Trusty just swats it away. Boy, the long arm of the law, Doc, is showing the sheriff's badge tonight.
She's letting people know she's out here playing some defense, but you notice Douglas has been seated for a while over there for Pine Bluff.
Yep.
She hasn't been in the game for a while, and I think Coach Hawkins has realized our chance to get back in it is not from the post play right now.
Absolutely not. Here's James with it up top. Sexton harassing her. 52-36. Greenwood leads. 5:05 to play first round. Woolsey back in. Williams goes hard in the basket and up and in. An and one. Is this on Woolsey?
Yeah, that'll be Woolsey's third. She gets right off the bench and commits the foul, and Izzy Smith heads to the scorer's table.
So Williams she's 3 out of 6 from the line. Izzy back in, Brooklyn down. 18 for Williams. Free throw on the way. Got it to go.
So old-fashioned three-point play, and it's a 13-point lead.
I got 19. That's what they've got. Okay, here's Cartwright just weaving through traffic. Finds Smith right wing. Skipped it to Russin left side. 52-39. Greenwood's lead cut to 13. Russin hands it to Smith, top of the key. Cartwright on the right wing. Maddie tries to penetrate. Stops and pops. 10-footer. Won't go. Trusty trying for the board. It's loose. Russin out of there with it. And she'll dribble it out and find Trusty top of the key for 3. Won't go. Long rebound. Russin got another one, but she couldn't save it. Oh, baby. Adriana's all over the floor right now.
Yeah, good job by Adriana just to keep that ball alive. She was underneath the basket and then dribbled out past the three-point line and found Anna, and Anna just couldn't knock down the 3.
6 rebounds for Russin. Here comes Cullen going coast to coast. Russin swats it out of there. Wow.
Sexton gets that rebound. What a great play by Adriana.
Sexton down the middle of the floor. Nobody picked her up. She'll drive into the key. Now out to Trusty. Coach Reeves wants to burn some shot clock. 4:10 to go. Greenwood up 13 here in the fourth period. First round of the tournament. Sexton top of the key. 3 ball won't go. Rebound. And it's off of Trusty, I believe. It'll go to Nettleton.
Yeah, Clay's barking out some signals defensively, what he's wanting from the girls. How he wants them to set up now.
4:02.
Somebody better find Linderman down here. I bet Adriana's got her eyes on her. She does.
52-39.
Now Clay's called him back a little bit. Going to pick him up at half court.
Yep. And here's James with it. Left it up top for Big Williams. She'll come to Kyla Williams. They'll skip it over to Butler. She'll penetrate. Smith got a hand on it. Shot up, won't go. Cartwright pushed to the deck. Rebound Williams. Mackenzie Williams. She'll find Kyla Williams, and she double dribbled. Turnover back to Greenwood.
Yeah, they want to argue with that. The official's already headed down the other way. He's ain't hearing none of that.
Yeah, I didn't see it. She was between us and the ball. I sure didn't see that. But obviously, we're up here in the rafters. Here is Cartwright. Behind the back, dribble into the front court now.
7th turnover here in the second half for Nettleton.
Wow. Trusty finds Smith.
19th for the game.
Golly. Rustin out on the floor for Greenwood. 3:20 to go. Adriana top of the key. Nobody picking her up. She'll penetrate. Pick up her dribble at the right elbow. Find Smith. Now Sexton. Shot clock's at 7. Here's Rustin. Let it fly, sister. Cartwright's going to have to force something. 3 on the shot clock. Can't find the handle. Rustin lets it go. Nope, they'll say shot clock violation. 52-39 with 3:07 to play.
They burned clock, so they accomplished that goal. Still a 13-point advantage. Brooklyn Woolsey in. Adriana will take a seat. And Adriana looks perplexed.
Well,
we've seen that look before.
The thing is there, if you're going to leave her unguarded, now leave Woolsey unguarded, and it's party time from the top of the key. Here comes James now. Over to Butler. Into the front court they go. Back to James, jump circle. Under 3 minutes now. Greenwood by 13. Linderman in the deep left corner, double teamed. Back out it comes to James. She'll try to penetrate into the key. Kick it to Butler. Pump fakes, goes hard to the basket. Cartwright gets bullied over, and they call a block on Maddie. I thought maybe her shoulder got lowered. Let's see if we can see the replay. That's exactly what happened. Wow, that's a tough one there on Cartwright. And she made the basket, and she'll have an and one.
And again, just ways to chip away here. 2:47 to go. Greenwood up 11, opportunity to cut it to 10, and that's what happens on that free throw. Now Nettleton picks up full court.
And that's Butler.
Not sure I advise that.
6 points. No. Trusty picked the dribble up, finds Sexton. She'll find Woolsey, and Greenwood's going to try to slow it down. I don't like this plan much either here with a 10-point lead. Go ahead and pull away from him, run him out of the gym. But Izzy, around the horn she goes. Down to the left block, out to Trusty. Just don't turn it over. She'll stop and pop. Go home, baby.
You don't call
Never
that
mind. My bad.
Just turn
Sorry
it
about all your banners and rings, Clay. Do your thing,
Turn
Dad.
it into baskets.
Do your thing, Father. I'll be up here minding my business while you're winning championships.
Izzy picks up that foul. That's her second.
Oh, the professor, Richard Clay. Boy, Anna Trusty's been magical tonight. A 20-piece here in the first round to go with 10 boards.
And that's one thing you don't want if you're Clay. You don't want to commit a foul here. Put them on the free throw line. Make them earn the baskets.
4 assists as well. Couple of steals and a blocked shot. Free throw on the way is no good. Who's this? Number 5, Butler.
We're going to go back to this statement you made. You got to make free throws when the clock's not running.
That's exactly right. Here they are. One more for Aubrey Butler. She's a junior. Got 7 points now. She's 2 out of 3 from the line. Little pressure. Trusty beats it into the front court. She goes. Finds Woolsey, left wing. Out to Sexton. 2:04 to play. Greenwood up by 11. Smith, top of the key. And through traffic.
Even her own teammate.
Yeah. Sexton nearly lost the handle. She'll gather. They'll regain possession here. Woolsey way out on the floor. 15 on the shot clock. Minute 49 to play.
Woolsey go to the basket.
Brooklyn. Picked her dribble up, left it for Sexton. Didn't look up to see Brooklyn's back cut. Now Trusty's got it. 4 on the shot clock. Carly, deep 3 at the buzzer. In and out, rebound. Sexton got her on board to follow. Won't go. And Nettleton will clear it out of there. Wow. Couple of chances there to no avail. Quickly the other end, a deep pass down low. Brooklyn back late. We've got an and one on the other end.
Woolsey's just picked up her 4th.
Mackenzie Williams got the basketball, fired it up as she was fouled. She's got 10 points and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, Woolsey just couldn't get back defensively. Had so many times, and now Coach Reeves wants a timeout. He wants to talk about this last minute, 23.
Yep.
Greenwood still with a 9-point advantage, opportunity to cut it to 8 here, but he wants to collect his troops and say, okay, let's figure out what we've got to do on the offensive end. Miss or make on this free throw, what we need to do to get the ball into the front court. You've got the lead. You can waste 35 seconds if you want to, or they're going to have to foul you if they're going to try to stay in this basketball game. But you know what March Madness is. It's win in advance, survive in advance.
Right.
It doesn't matter how pretty. I've never seen a box score that said this was a pretty win or an ugly win.
Right.
It's a win at this time of the year.
Just score one more point. Well, that's the deal, too, Doc. You want to. I'm not a big fan of letting the air out of the ball. However, if they're not going to foul me, they can't catch me if I burn 35 seconds off this clock. So there's no 9-point or 8-point shot. So that's the chess match you play kind of within yourself. It really has nothing to do with Nettleton. Does Clay want to have them attack the basket? Either wide open three or layup, I would say, would be my strategy, because both of them we're great at, obviously. Of course, we've got two of the best mid-range jumpers that probably we've ever seen in Cartwright and Trusty. You got to put them in there with Megan Hartness as far as just pure mid-range jumpers on the run, moving. Just fantastic. Some of the best that Greenwood's ever seen. So 54-45, one free throw coming for Mackenzie Williams. She's got 10 points. She's 2 for 2 from the line. This is an old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. Minute 23 left. I believe the possession arrow points to Nettleton. She got the shooter's roll, 11 points for Williams. Inbound to Cartwright. Baseball pass to Piercy, 2-on-1. She's got Smith down all alone, left block. Good! Layups are open threes. And the Lady Bulldogs back to double figures now, 56-46. Oh. Here's a three from Linderman, left corner. Oh, she buried it. But that's Allie Linderman with her second three.
Final timeout.
Back slowly on defense. The three is good. They've cut it to 7, 56-49 with 1:05 left. That wasn't in the script, I don't believe.
Yeah, and the problem was Kyla Piercy tripped in the lane. That was her girl that she was supposed to close out on. She had fallen. I don't know if she was aided in that trip or if she just fell. But she fell in the middle of the lane, and Linderman was wide open on the outside. Coach Reeves addressed that just now and told Kyla, hey, you sit over here. And I don't know if it was just bad luck or if she was tripped and aided in that process. Either way, that Linderman was open, and you got to give her credit. She made the shot.
Yes. That's her second three. Allie Linderman, the senior, 5'6" in her height, and knows this may be her last ball game, so she's going to give it all she's got. Greenwood up 56-49 in a more of a nail biter. I think more than some expected here in the first round, but we did get the tougher draw, if you will, if there is such a thing. But like Clay Reeves and I talked about, dog, you got to beat them all to win the title. So however, whenever you face them, you got to beat them and keep on going, whether it's the last game or the first game of the tournament. And here we are in a fight now.
Well, now if you're Greenwood, so it's a free throw shooting contest.
Right.
You've got to be able to get the ball in bounds. Obviously, that's step one. Get the ball in bounds and then make free throws when you get the opportunity, because they're going to commit the foul.
We're 4 out of 6 from the line. Cartwright gets the inbounds right back to Sexton. Back to Cartwright. She'll push it into the front court. Crossover at midcourt. Get it to Trusty now. Trusty finds Sexton on the skip pass. Carly down to Smith. Thought about a shot from the baseline. Not there. She'll weave through traffic. Now
got
Trusty.
a foul. They wasted too much time.
Sexton got it now down low. And there's a foul.
That's not even playing a ball.
No, that's close to intentional from Mackenzie Williams. Her third foul. It'll put Sexton on the line for a 1-on-1. This will be Carly's first trip from the line. Hadn't scored in a while. She's hit 3 threes tonight. She's got 13 points. Greenwood clears the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boards for Sexton. She missed the front end. Here comes Nettleton the other way. 40 seconds left. Greenwood by 7. Kyla Williams, double teamed. Nowhere to go. Leaves it for James. Now Linderman's 3. Missed that one. Long rebound. Trusty's got her 11th rebound. Sweet Moses. Ahead it goes to Sexton now in the front court. Carly finds Woolsey left wing. 22 seconds to victory. Skip past to Sexton, down to Smith. She'll try the baseline, and she's fouled. And we'll let the sophomore get her shot at a 1-and-1 here. She's 1 for 2 from the line. She's got 11 points. Izzy Smith, fantastic tonight for the sophomore. 3 players in double figures. Sexton with 13. Trustees 20-piece. Izzy at the line, a 1-and-1. Splash. Well, this sophomore here, Doc Smith, has been just a fantastic piece.
What's that last name?
Smith.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing to do with her talent. Missed the second one, except maybe her father, I guess, is probably it. James down to Linderman. Little floater from the left baseline, no good. Trusty with her 12th rebound.
Why not?
Ahead it goes to Woolsey, 5 seconds. Greenwood's going to run this one out. And 57-49, the Lady Raiders gave them all they wanted here in the 4th period. But the Lady Bulldogs survive and advance here in March Madness and start their defense of their state championship season from last year as they move on to the second round with a 57-49 victory over the Nettleton Lady Raiders. What a game for Anna Trusty.
Yeah, Trusty played well. You know, you talk about other players. You talk about Izzy Smith. You also talk about Carly Sexton and what she did in the first half to be able to really solidify things. Maddie Cartwright had, and she'll tell you, a 7-point game. That's not typical for her.
Right.
She expects more of herself. She was expecting more today. Didn't get there, but the important thing is Greenwood was able to have more points than Nettleton had, and they advance. 57-49 is our final 8-point victory. And I thought it'd be a whole lot. I mean, there was times a 15-point lead, 16-point lead. You thought, okay, they're going to run away and hide now. But give Nettleton credit. They were gamey. They came in with a game plan, and they had a game plan to be able to try to keep this thing close. Looked like it was going to get out of hand there for a bit. But, again, give Nettleton credit. They fought. They made threes. And I'll be honest with you. I didn't expect any of that. I didn't expect them to make the three-pointers that they did. But they knocked down shots in the first half, kept this game a lot closer than I think all the experts picked, including myself.
They finished 21-7 on the season, the Lady Raiders. Kyla Williams led the way for them with 19. Mackenzie Williams had 11. Donna Douglas had 4 points. 6 points for Allie Linderman. James had 2 points. Aubrey Butler had 7 points for the Lady Raiders. For the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs, 2 points for Adriana Russin. She had 6 rebounds, a couple of steals, and an assist. Piercy didn't score, but she had 3 assists and a couple of steals and a rebound. Sexton finished with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and a couple of assists for the junior. She set the pace early for Greenwood with her outside shooting. As Dr. Smith said, they couldn't guard them all, and Greenwood was just too much firepower. Carly was the one left open, just playing a nasty game of horse here in the first round. Izzy Smith, magical off the bench for the sophomore. She had 12 points, a couple of assists, and a rebound and a steal. Woolsey buried a 3. She had 2 assists, 2 steals. Cartwright finished with 7 points. She had 3 assists. But Anna Trusty was the star of the show today in the first round. 20 points for her, 12 rebounds. What a ball game for her. And go along with 5 assists, or 4 assists rather, a couple of steals and a blocked shot. Lady Bulldogs advance to the second round. Friday night, Pine Bluff time, 7 o'clock. We will have the game for you right here on Greenwood Sports Center, live on YouTube, and we'll bring it to you again on the Sports Hog 103.5. I'm hoping there's no other
game that'll be a problem.
Right. We have kind of bounce around those Youthful Boys baseball squad, but we'll let you know down. Right now, we'll keep it scheduled right here on the Sports Hog. Dr. Smith, any last thoughts?
I mean, the first game, you got to get your bearings in the state tournament. Obviously, a long drive down here, going back tonight or this afternoon, trying to beat the weather, obviously getting back. But, again, a win, a win. A win is a win. Getting to this point, you want to keep on winning, keep on playing. That's the only way you get to continue to play is if you continue to win. And Greenwood did enough today to get to the second round. We'll play in the quarterfinals on Friday night. Opponent to be determined. It's either Parkview or El Dorado, and we'll see what happens with that game. I think that's later tonight. And we'll see what happens and what opponent awaits the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs. But they did enough to advance, survive and advance. Wasn't pretty.
And as Clay Reeves wins his 28th game this season, or 28-2 on the season, and the old Dogs approaching 800 career wins, Doc Smith. I'm not sure the exact number is. But
I am. I'm not sure of the exact number.
What is it?
It's 783. With tonight's win.
83 for the Dogs. So hoping we give him 786 here before the season runs out on him. Tonight's game sponsored in part by Ronald Reagan Realty. They sponsor a senior profile every night, and Madeline Wilkinson was our senior tonight. She's a cross-country soccer and basketball player for the Lady Bulldogs. Calculus, her favorite subject. She's going to major in biology at TCU. 4-time all-conference in cross-country, 2-time all-state in cross-country, also all-conference in soccer. Josh and Lindsay Wilkinson are her parents. Her favorite quotes, John 11:25, I am the resurrection and the light. He who believes in me will live even though he dies. And Dylan Scott is her favorite music artist. And Madeline Wilkinson is our Ronald Reagan Realty Senior Spotlight today. And we certainly appreciate all of our sponsors down the line. We will at least do it one more time for you, and it will be Friday night at 7 o'clock, a scheduled tip time for the second round of the 5A State Girls Basketball Tournament. The Lady Bulldogs are looking to defend their title, and they'll get the winner of El Dorado and Little Rock Parkview, who play later on tonight here at the Convention Center in Pine Bluff. I want to thank Scott. Well, I like Scott
Scott's
Holland,
dad.
too. Scott's dad.
Let's go with that.
I want to thank Claire's dad, Sean Holland, for
Katie's husband.
Katie, right, for engineering and directing our live stream tonight. Joe Buffkin was on the cameras down there. Appreciate those guys making the trip down. Dr. Dustin Smith, as always, thank you for sitting bike side with me. And I want to thank the beautiful Karen Ferris back at the station for making it sound so good for
Not
you.
Bill.
Well, Bill's a good-looking guy.
Okay.
But she sounds a lot better on
Right.
the radio. Yeah. Appreciate the Ferrises and all their help at the Fort Smith Media Group for all they do for local high school sports in the Western Arkansas corridor. And you heard it here live on Fox Sports Radio, the Sports Hog 103.5.